I wanted to back up a little bit just in terms of your question on immigration and trade and things like that. I think we have a country right now that just isn't self-confident. And our position on immigration is more a manifestation of our lack of confidence right now than anything else that's cultural or anything like that. And I think what would be important for the next president is to let us solve one problem together. Let's pick energy. And let us have the confidence of solving one problem together. And then I think we get some self-confidence again. You know, we create jobs, we get some momentum. And I think so much of any part of leadership is just confidence that, you know, I think that's what's really important today. In terms of, you know, you never get a job like running GE because of what you know, you get it because of how fast you can learn.
Yeah.
And the events are totally unpredictable. I'd say the most surprising part of my job has just been how unpredictable, you know, think about what we've lived through over the last decade, 9/11, you know, 2 recessions, financial meltdown, stuff like
War.
that. War, I mean, you know, things that you can't predict. So I'd say the 4 things I think about, particularly at a high level: decisiveness. You've got to be willing to make decisions, and you've got to be willing to make them sometimes without perfect knowledge. Meg said accountability. You've got to be willing to stand up, stand by your decisions, admit when you made a mistake, but make sure that you and your team are always accountable. Transparency. We just live in a society today where it's not enough just to tell the truth. You have to show the intent behind your actions and be willing to just let it all out there and let it be. And the last one I think is important is unity. People want to be a part of something that lasts. And the value I have about GE is it's not really just about today in my company. It's about the future. And people know that this is a great company that's going to be around for a long time, and they want to be a part of that. The last thing I'd say about leadership, Charlie, is that in some ways it's an intense journey into yourself. It's about how much you want to learn. It's about how much you want to give. It's about personal change and just being willing to kind of renew yourself almost every day. You know, I take every criticism personally, and I go to bed at night and, you know, I'm saying, I'm such a failure.
Yes.
And I get up the next morning and say, you know, hello, handsome. Let's go. Let's go get it, you know? And you've got to be able to renew yourself. You got to be able to renew yourself and go fight the battle again, you know?
John,
if I stand up in front of 320,000 people and say, oh God, you know, we're gonna, I don't know, I just don't know what we're gonna do today, you know? You stand up and say, we got it nailed. This is our best day. Let me tell you why, you know? And so I just think this process of renewal and being willing to put up with it all,
right,
and yet keep this reservoir of confidence is extremely important to lead any organization.
John, you get up every morning saying, hello, handsome?
No. But I'm going to try. You know, I worship entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurs do, I like to define it this way, more than anyone thinks possible with less than anyone thinks possible. It's really remarkable. That, and I'm an idea junkie, and so innovation is really very important. We've all witnessed this and been part of it and benefited from us in our lives. So what I like to say about, notwithstanding all that, what I like to say about leadership is that, relatively speaking, ideas are easy. To the points about accountability, it's execution that's everything. Execution is everything. It's all that matters. And the way you get there is through a team. Ideas are easy, execution is everything, and it's teams that win. Now, this goes full circle to communication because, as my daughters who are here know, when I get up in the morning, what I'll say to them is, Mary and Esther, your ability to be leaders is going to turn on your ability to think on your feet and communicate effectively, which is why communication is so important. That's how Meg, that's how Jeff, that's how we all inspire a team. So that plus one other ingredient, I think, make for outstanding leaders. And that last one is character. You know it when you see it. It's integrity, and great leaders have that character, and the people they communicate to know it. Someone once said to me, John, integrity is a binary state. Either you have it or you don't. It's like holding your integrity in your hands, grains of sand. And if you ever once spread your fingers apart, it's gone forever.
Thank you, John.